Well, hi there. It's Sunday, April 10th on the Soul Sister channel. My name is Kat. I have your weekly astrological forecast going from today, Sunday, April 10th, all the way through Saturday, April the 16th. We have some energy shifts this week. Today we have Mercury going into Taurus. On Thursday, we have Mars joining Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus in Pisces. And then on Saturday, we have a full moon in Libra. So lots to talk about. But before we get started, it's always good to become balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher self by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, all negativity, all toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, all negativity, all toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Third breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness and negativity. We see it all flowing out of our bodies. In its place, we're being filled with this beautiful energy of light, love, and goodwill. Not only does this beautiful energy fill our bodies, but it also goes out and protects us. Light, love, and goodwill. This energy protects us from any kind of low vibrations, negativity, toxicity. It's all being deflected for us today. Now, while we're in this space of white light, connected with our higher self, we are going to say our Sun in Aries affirmation. I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant. I attract love and abundance into my life. We'll say the affirmation together and we'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher self for 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation. I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant. I attract love and abundance into my life. Good, good, good. Great affirmation. And I was thinking to myself as we were saying it, I want us to visualize when we use this affirmation, attracting love and abundance into our lives. What does that look like for us? Start visualizing, start imagining it, because that's where the energy starts. We have to imagine it. We have to see what we want to attract before we can attract it. So remember that this week as we're working on our deep breaths and our Sun in Aries affirmation. Well, like I said, we do have some energy shifts. The first one is today. We do have Mercury going into Taurus today, but to top that off, there is this kind of nasty, hellacious relationship between Mercury and Aries, which is squaring Pluto in Capricorn. Power over. That's what this energy is all about. So we've been productive in these last couple of weeks. We've been really getting things done. We've got it in motion. We got it going on, but today it's the best that we just put a pause in it, because we're going to come up with, especially with that Mercury going into Taurus, here's what we're going to get. If it ain't broke, why do you gotta fix it? That's what we're going to hear today. That Mercury in Taurus wants us to stay in the status quo, what's worked relatively okay. You know, I'm sure what we have in our minds that we want to bring forth is an upgrade. But that's not the energy that we're working with today. The energy does not want to see an upgrade. The energy wants everything just the way it is. So put that project that we're working on the back burner. Don't let it go, but just it's a time out kind of a day on starting off on this Sunday. This is also Palm Sunday in the Christian world, where they commemorate Jesus's entry into the city by the waving of palms, celebrating his entry and his work. And here's a little factoid. The palms are then, they are burned. The palms are blessed, and then they're burned, and then that is what the ashes of the palm is what is used on Ash Wednesday for the beginning of Lent the next year. Isn't that interesting? Just a little bit of trivia for today. Anyway, so Monday, tomorrow on the 11th, we have this same kind of energy from today, but now the moon is moving into Leo on Monday. So if we keep trying to push our agenda, oh honey, we're going to get some cookback. We're going to get some kickback, and it probably won't be pretty because moon in Leo is all about drama and my way and wanting to be recognized. And so if we're trying to push our agenda, we are probably not going to get very far on Monday, and we're going to become quite frustrated. However, Monday is a great day to make sure that we're showing those who support us in our lives, our appreciation and our acknowledgement. So make sure that we are acknowledging and letting people know how much they mean to us. It's a great day for this activity today, that moon in Leo on Monday. And on the other hand, if we're feeling a little bit poo-poo potty pants because nobody's recognizing us, I always say the perfect answer is to acknowledge others, appreciate others, and you know what happens? That energy comes back to us, and we won't be poo-poo potty pants for too long on Monday. On Tuesday, April the 12th, we have an energy that sets up between two planets. This energy is going to take us through the rest of the week. It's going to overhang, and it's this beautiful energy of the Sun and Neptune conjunct in Pisces. So with this incredible conjunction that's going to take us through the rest of the week, it is in a water sign, and it is emotional. So remember, we're going to have to balance the part of ourselves which is action-oriented in getting it done this week with that part of ourselves that still is working with our imagination, our creativity, and also that part of ourselves that connects us to our higher self, so we can get the really good info, the really good input. So starting on Tuesday, this conjunction between Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, it's all about peace. It's all about brotherhood. It's all about working together, being part of the whole. We are feeling connected. And we are feeling like we are making a difference, and maybe we are even feeling, hey, we're not doing enough. We need to step up our game as far as contributing to the whole, whether that is in the traditional way, through some kind of charitable work or volunteer work, or if it's something more close to home. How can I contribute more to my family? How can I be more participatory and contribute to the good of their whole, or the good of the whole of my partner or the relationship? This is also a relationship with our higher self. So this whole week is a great, great week to really work on developing that relationship with our higher self. The earth is going through a major energy shift, into the Aquarian age, this Aquarian energy is so new and different. We are not going to be able to navigate it unless we have the support of our higher self to get us through these areas that are complete unknown to us, complete uncharted territory. The answer is in that relationship with our higher self. So this is a great week to quiet and center and develop that relationship. Like I said last week, it doesn't have to be the traditional meditation, although that works great, obviously, because a lot of us use it. There's my guided meditation out on the playlist, which is Soul Sister Channel playlist, which is 15 minutes. There's that quiet walk. There's listening to good music. There's working in the garden. Anything that quiets and centers us and allows us to listen to that higher part of ourself, what our higher self is trying to communicate with us, trying to tell us. That energy is really hot this week. It's really there. The veil is thin, so be very aware of it and let's use it to our advantage. That starts today, and then on Thursday, it kicks in even into a higher level when Mars joins Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus. More of that in a minute. We have a little bit of Wednesday in between this lovely energy, this lovely, connected, Piscean, emotional, sensitive, compassionate energy. We have the moon moving into Virgo. So what this wonderful energy, Virgo is all about details, health, organizing. We could get derailed. We could, we got the big picture, and what this energy on Wednesday could do to us would have us focusing on the minutia. What's wrong with the minutia? Oh, what are we going to do? Because this little tiny thing isn't going to work out, instead of looking at the big picture. So don't forget the details, but on Wednesday, don't let the details run the show. Just know that they're there, and together they're going to work themselves out. Then on Thursday, that is April the 14th, that's when we have Mars joining everybody else in Pisces. And so really, really, really kicks up that feeling of connectedness, compassion, brotherhood, sensitivity, wanting to contribute to the whole. We really feel part of it, and we want to be part of it. We want to make a difference. What can we do to contribute to the whole? That's the energy on Thursday. And now I need to talk to us once again, just like I did last week. If we aren't utilizing this Neptunian energy in a positive way, if we don't have balance in our lives, if we are stuffing down our emotions because we're ashamed of them instead of expressing them, then what Neptune makes us feel like is that we just got to get out of here. What can I do to just get out of here just for a little bit? I don't want to deal with this anymore. So we go to our addictions. Is it food? Is it I was going to say money. That could be it too. We could have an addiction to money that all we're focusing on is more. Is it drugs? Is it sex? Is it work? What is it that we don't really have control over, that we go to fill, try to get this instant gratification, to fill this need, this emptiness, because we don't feel that we're worthy? And if we're dealing with that, please take a look at it. It's because if we're out of balance, this energy is going to really tip that even over further. So it's really going to be conducive for us to want to go to those escape options. So instead of doing that, first, before I go to the refrigerator and dip into the party bag of M&Ms, do the 3 breaths and see how that goes from the beginning of the video. And give yourself a time out and just see how that feeling changes after we do the 3 breaths. That's a good place to start. So, with Mars in Pisces, more of the good, beautiful, compassionate, loving, peace for all, brotherhood, and more unworthiness and escapism and telling ourselves little stories, because Neptune's all about telling ourselves little fantasies too and not telling the truth. So make sure that we're objective and honest with what's going on in our lives, no matter how ugly we may think it is. I got news for you. We got nothing. Whatever it is that we got going on that we're ashamed of, that we are stuffing down, ain't nothing. It really isn't. And if we're having trouble resolving it, great time again to reach out, to get that support. We're connected, remember? The other can help us. Is it our partner? Is it our minister? Is it our counselor? Is it our therapist? Who can help us move through these bottled up emotions so that we can release them and move on? So look at that with this incredible Piscean energy going on, especially when Mars moves into Pisces on Thursday. On Friday the 15th, other than being tax day, although I don't really think it is, it's not, our taxes aren't due, I don't think, in the United States until the 18th. Don't quote me on that. I'm not responsible for your taxes. I had a hard enough time with my own this year. And not that there's a lot to report, just the technical issues. But they're gone. I had to physically mail them this year. I could not electronically mail them because of technical glitches in the system. Anyway, enough of that. That's Friday, April the 15th, with the moon in Libra. And then Saturday, tomorrow on the 16th, we have the full moon in Libra. So this is all about balance, and it's all about the relationship. Now, we tend to think that the relationship is with another human being, but it can also be with anything, okay? That relationship with our addiction, that's a relationship, right? So it is all about the relationship with the other, and it's all about bringing balance to that relationship. So on a personal note, it's a great time to work with our partner, work with the other, work with our coworker, that one-on-one relationship, really being balanced, bringing balance to it, because we're kind of like, we're almost like a telepathic, although it's not telepathic, it's more on emotional level that we're connected, so that the other is sensitive to what we're saying and we're sensitive to them. So we can really share some of those not so pretty feelings that we have to try to resolve them and let them go. And it's a great time. We'll receive support and nurturing on the other end. So it's a great time to working with bringing balance to that relationship. It's a good time to bring balanced in the relationship with the work home. That's another relationship. Is that balanced? Are we spending way too much time at work because we're avoiding something, aka our little Piscean addiction, work, staying at work at all hours and not having a nice balanced work and home relationship? So all about the relationship. We're feeling connected, but don't tell ourselves a little story and excuses of why we can't. Why this Neptunian, this Piscean energy is also about being the martyr. So we can also revert to, with the addictions, we also can revert to, oh, poor pitiful me, and I do all this for everyone else, and no one does anything for me. And as I said last week, when we say that to ourselves, when you give to another, here's a little magical clue. If you give to another and you have expectations of anything in return, not giving. That's not giving. That's expectations. So most of us who are experiencing our little martyr complex, we have expectations of others that we have no business having. That all we can have expectations is of ourselves. So if we need help from another, if we need support from another, ask for it. Okay? Don't expect them to read our minds and figure it out. Poor, pitiful me. Then on Saturday, with the incredible full moon in Libra, of course, I'm going to say it. I love it. Libra, date night, partnership, relationship. And with Libra, we might want to take our loved one to a fine restaurant. We haven't been out for a while, maybe, and the pandemic is finally winding down. Life is sort of kind of getting back to normal with some huge changes, right? But let's go out and just hang out and just be together and have a nice, classy meal. Or let's go out with friends. This is a social. Last week we stayed home. This week with Libra, we want to be with our friends. We want to be partying. We want to be chatting. We might want to go to a concert in the park. We might want to go to, I'm thinking about my music festival, something like that. So it's a great night. It's a great night to be with our partner, to be with friends and socialize and just enjoy the other. Again, we're all connected, so we're really into each other's company. So great week, a great feel-good week. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It is. I mean, we do have to work hard and we have challenges. So it's nice when the universe gives us a break and gives us a week that we can really make some progress. And this week, the progress is in our contribution to the whole Pisces energy, our connection to the whole Pisces energy, and continuing to promote whatever that project is that we're working on. Whatever it is, even though being aware of the energy and being able to put it on the shelf if need be, especially Sunday, right? Okay, what is our question that the universe wants to ask us this week? Express yourself creatively, start something new. And the question is, what creative pursuit do you feel drawn to? So here's the universe saying, hey man, if you're really thinking about that project, whatever pursuit that is, what is it calling me? What is calling us? And let's do it. Let's do it. We have the support of the universe. We have the support of the whole this week, except on Sunday. So go after that creative pursuit that we have in our heads if we haven't started manifesting it yet. That's the word from Spirit this week. So a great week to experience our connectedness to the whole, to really work on our relationship with our higher self through quiet and centering, of taking whatever project that is that we are working on to take it to the next step by working with our co-workers or our partner or our family or our social circle, whoever it may be, to support and help us move our project along. It's a great week to do something more to contribute to the whole, to be of more service, to caring for others outside of ourselves without expectation of return. So make it a great week. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages. If you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it, and I do learn and grow from your comments. Remember the most important keynote from the Soul Sister channel. Life is lived from the inside out. Don't forget to meditate. Namaste.